These are all the cards that got revealed today, so we're just gonna go through and review them real quick. Yeah. There we go, YouTube. Let's go. Chat, say hi to YouTube. One of Jin Lysandra Thralls? Wait, why would you play Jin Lysandra Thralls? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, Mega Tusk. 4 mana, 3/4. Deep. Once you're deep, heal your allies and Nexus 3. Healing Nexus, like healing your allies doesn't matter in this deck, right? Call them tubers? Oh my god. New PNZ cards as don't spoil, guys. Don't spoil. We'll get to it. Because I love that card. We'll get to it. Once you're deep, heal your allies and Nexus 3. So this is proccing on what? Like turn 6 maybe? 5, 6, 7. Depends on how quickly you turbo it out. And healing your Nexus is actually like pretty impactful. Realistically, 4 mana 3/4 isn't great. I don't know how many of these you're playing in your deck, but like it's not a bad card. And like when it procs, it definitely helps Deep out because Deep definitely runs into issues where it doesn't have quite enough healing, it feels like. So I don't know. I think this is like an okay card. Is it like the best card in the world? No, but it's all right. I think it's definitely all right. Now, Sputtering Song Spinner. Ooh, can it be summoned by the Deep Landmark? Yeah, almost certainly. 7 mana, burst speed. Pick one of 2 new 2-cost cards. It should say spells, is what they said. 2 new 2-cost spells to create in hand, and set its cost to 0 this round. Repeat 2 more times. Whew. Yeah, so there's 2 really important things. There's 2 really important things here. Number 1, this is in Ferris Financier's region, which means it is always in the Ferris Financier card pool, which is insane, which is really, really insane. Number 2, this is Shellfolk support. God damn, this is Shellfolk support. Bro, if you hit Mystic Shot off of this, you get a 0 mana Mystic Shot and a 1 mana Mystic Shot. You're drawing 6 cards. This is 7 mana, draw 6 cards with Shellfolk. Like, oh my god. I'm excited by this card. I am very excited by this card. Do we run like 3? Probably not. What does new mean here? It just means like spells that like aren't this spell. It's just manifest. You just manifest 2 cards. 2 spells. Not in hand. I don't know if it's actually not in hand or not. I don't know if we know for certain. But the 2-cost spells are in any region though. That's very true. That's very true. Which means that there's blowouts where you're hitting like Troll Chant and stuff like that, right? But like, I don't know. Draw 6 kind of fucking hot. Kind of fucking hot. You guess it's 6 unique spells? It's not though, because in the reveal it showed Mystic Shot twice. So it's not 6 unique.
Boro cannon me. Ah!
Another one!
Why are there so many?
Why are there so many? A Starkly with the Prime? Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Forgot Reason 3, which is the most important as Karma support. Nah, ignore as Karma support. But yeah, this is an extremely exciting card. I love this card. I don't think it's like insanely broken. It's like a solid card, I think. I don't know. It's probably bad most of the time. I think outside of literally Shellfolk, this card's probably not great. And like maybe as Karma. But yeah, no, it's hot. It's hot. Very likely end up being a 9 mana, deal 8 to face. If you have Ezreal on board, if you have like Ezreal and Shellfolk or Ezreal and Karma, I agree. I agree. Agree most cards just suck? Maybe. But the problem is your hand space. I mean, just empty your hand, bro. Just empty your hand. I don't know. This is an exciting card. I like it. I like it. Harrowing Return. 4 mana, slow speed, revive an ephemeral copy of the strongest dead allied follower and give enemies -1/-0 this round. You have good odds to hit Mystic twice. So it's any spell in the game, Imtux. So I don't think you have good odds because it's not just PNZ spells. I mean, I don't know if this card's good or not. This card's funny. This card's really funny. And like the Nocturne buff, guys, the Nocturne buff means that when it's summoned, it procs Nocturne. Kinda good. It got shown in the video with Mist Raise support, which is like maybe okay. I don't know. I feel like realistically this card's probably not great. This card's probably gonna see like actually 0 play. It's funny though. Disgusted with Rekindler? I see your argument. It might be Disgusted with Rekindler, but like you're playing that on what, like turn 8 maybe? I don't know. I think this card's probably not good. It's a Nivea support, but it's allied follower, so you're literally only doing it to res Rekindler. I don't think that'd be good. Legion Deserter. Can you give a Nivea ephemeral? It doesn't. You can, but it doesn't matter because this is followers, right? It's pulling a follower. But yeah. 5 mana, 5/4 Legion Deserter. It has Overwhelm. I gain all allied everywhere buffs. Okay, so this card takes the Legion Marauders. Legion Marauders are the 3 mana 3/2s that when they attack, they buff every single Legion Marauder everywhere. This card gets that buff. And like, I think the important thing here is that this card has Overwhelm. Because this card has Overwhelm, it eating other buffs is actually like super valuable. You know, it's not just like stat buffs that are just going to get chumped down forever. Yeah, its interaction with Rumble is really funny because Rumble buffs Rumbles everywhere. And now Legion Deserter sees that everywhere and takes the spell shield, takes the quick attack, takes the impact. Does this work with Iceborne? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. This is I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. I don't know if this card's good necessarily. Does it get Science +7 +0? I have no idea. Does Science say everywhere on him? Oh, I don't have the client open. Want to do this with Kahiri just to drop a huge Overwhelm? Ooh, Kahiri's funny. Oh, Kahiri's really funny. Oh my god. Kahiri is really funny. Could be a Viego. Wait, he's the mists. Wait, the Viego mists. Stop it. Sparring Student? I don't think it takes Sparring Student's buffs. I don't think it takes Sparring Student's buffs. I think it literally has to say everywhere on it. So, Rex, it takes Lurk buffs. Okay. That's bad because you'd be playing Noxus. It takes Akshan's Landmark. Darkness. I don't think it takes Darkness buffs. I don't think it takes Darkness buffs. Cards like Iceborne Legacy, does it get the +2/+2 or does it get all the +2? No, it gets +2/+2. It definitely just gets +2/+2. But yeah, it getting the Mist is really funny. It getting Siphoning Strike is really funny. Ruinous Acolyte, Mist Raids. Huh? Churian Sumpworker. I don't think that it works with Churian Sumpworker if I had to guess. Hextech Handler. The Sand Soldiers. Poro Snacks. Herald of the Magus is actually so funny. So funny. Okay. So I think the most broken ones I'm seeing are Kahiri would be really funny. And then like the Viego Mists, right? Those are the ones that would excite me the most. Those are the ones that excite me the most because you're just giving Overwhelm to like a Mist basically, right? Viego Rundable Mist Wraith Marauder seems like most likely to do unreasonable things. I agree, Jordan. I agree. Starbone? Poggies? Marauder's Reputation likes this card? Maybe. I don't know. I think this is a cool card. I think it's a cool card. Is it going to be good? It's hard to say, but it's a really cool card. Blood in the Water. 5 mana, slow speed, lurk card. Deal 1 to anything, then rally. Whoo! This card can go face, chat. This card can go face. I know you're saying lurk rally. I know you guys are saying lurk rally. Just look at this real quick. Ignore this right here. The lurk part doesn't matter, chat. The lurk part, here, let's just scribble that out real quick. Don't get baited. Don't get baited. This is a Bilgewater rally that can go face. This is kind of fucking hot. I think this is good. I think this card like definitely has potential to be good. I think that you're running it in like Pink City. Like the new Pink City builds with like Pterodactyl and like Gnar and Gangplank. I think that like it could be really good. 3 in Plunder. I don't think you're running like 3 of it, but I think that you're definitely running it as like a 1 or 2 of. Again, the fact that this thing goes face is like so huge. It's actually so huge. Nami TF? No, I don't think it's a Nami TF card. Oh, honestly, I kind of wish this said like deal 3 and it was 6 mana. Because if it was 6 mana and you could hit it off of Financier or Flash of Brilliance, that'd be so fucking insane. Does damage scale with Lurk? No. No, it just deals 1. It just deals 1. The Lurk is just there to say that it procs Lurk if it gets top decked. Shunpo, but it's not Shunpo because it goes face. The fact that it goes face is huge here. It's huge here because it activates Plunder, it activates Gangplank, and it can just like be reach. Like Shunpo not going face is like kind of terrible. Scouts are gonna get 3 rally cards now. To be fair, Scouts already had like, you know, access to Aegis and Relentless Pursuit and Citrus Courier and Tiana Crown Guard. So I mean, they didn't need more rallies. I don't think that this gets run in Scouts, but it's a funny card. It's really funny. Hunting Boar. Or MF doesn't have to pair with Demacia, possibly? Maybe. We'll see. It's an interesting card. It's a really interesting card. Hunting Boar. 3 mana, 2/1. Last Breath. Get an empty mana gem. Can't block. I think this card is probably bad. Maybe it's a hot take. I know. Hot take, guys. Hot take. I think that this card is probably bad. It gives an empty mana gem, which is cool. You know, it has ramp. But the thing is that your opponent is literally, and I do mean literally, never going to block this card. Your opponent is literally never going to block this card. So you have to kill it yourself. And if you're going to kill it yourself, you're kind of locked into being in Shadow Isles. And like, what Shadow Isles cards do you really want to run with this? Like, this cast Avalanche? Yeah. Okay. So let's say that we're planning on like Ravining it. But then it's like bad Catalyst, right? But Avalanche and Ravine though? Guys, this is bad Catalyst though, right? Like, I don't know. 2 mana cheaper Catalyst? Yeah, it also doesn't heal. It doesn't do anything. 4/1 would be better. I mean, of course 4/1 would be better. 4/1 would like potentially force blocks. But yeah, I don't think this card's good. I don't think this card's good. Shrima is vulnerable? I mean, you could run this with Shrima vulnerable, but I don't know why you would though. Deals 2 to face. Okay, yeah, no, I think this card's bad. I think this card's bad. But if it was good, I mean, it curves into Chronicler of Ruin, which is kind of cool. You can gluttony it, you know, you can gluttony it into Ancient Crocolith. That's kind of cool. Kind of pogged. I think this card's probably bad. I think this card is probably bad. Prelude finally gets an elusive unit? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I think this card's bad. Lord Broadmane. 6 mana, 2/4. Play, deal 2 to an enemy. Which is already interesting. Deal 2 to an enemy on play is like pretty solid. It's like a Tri-Beam, right? Where you're removing an enemy and developing a unit at the same time. Like, that's usually pretty valuable in this game. You in for pain? Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, bud. Your fast, slow, and skill spells. Your fast spells, slow spells, and skills Have when I damage a stunned or damaged enemy, kill it. I don't know if this is good or not. I really don't know if this is good or not. Yo, Powder did nothing wrong. Thanks for the follow. I lean towards it probably not being good. Because, like, what situations, like, what cards are you running that are actually getting, like, helped out by this? Like, are you really running, like, Blade's Edge to turn it into, like, Scorched Earth? Swain? I mean, what are you doing with Swain, though? Like, literally, what is Swain doing with this? Like, your flock is already killing most things, right? Cracked when you hit off Tri-Beam sometimes, that's about it. Yeah, I could see that. Like, there's definitely, like, Tri-Beam high roll. But I don't think that this card's good. Ice Shards? Ice Shard is funny. Ice Shard is really funny. But yeah, I don't think that Giga Gromp... Oh, okay, wait a second. When you combine it with the meta powerhouse that is Giga Gromp... Mogwai might have been onto something. Mogwai knew that the Giga Gromp would be the most broken card ever printed. He just knew that Lord Broadmane was coming to make this the most broken combo in the fucking game. I think this card's probably bad, if I had to guess. Do Landmarks proc it? Time Bomb, maybe? No. Time Bomb would not proc this. But Time Bomb deals damage to everything, so then you can proc. But yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe it's okay. This full Pokey with Bandle? Yeah, I mean, it turns Pokey Stick into Scorched Earth. But yeah, I don't know. It's like a cool card. I just don't know how good it is. His playability counts, but it's bad. I mean, it's like a Scorched Earth on play, right? Like, he's Tri-Beam. He's 6 mana, 2/4 Tri-Beam. I don't know. Storm of Blades, 5 mana slow speed. For the rest of the game when you Blade Dance, summon another attacking Blade. Blade Dance 1. This plus Mega Inferno Bomb is one-side Ruination. Okay. So I know that people were looking at this, and people were so... They're like, oh my god, why are we receiving Azir Irelia support? Why is Blade Dance receiving support? This card's kind of fucking terrible. This card is so fucking terrible. It's slow. It's incredibly slow to play, because you're not playing this on, like, turn 3. You have to play this on, what, like, turn 5? By turn 5, you need to start pressuring to kill your opponent in this deck, right? And even if you're looking at, like, oh, I get another Blade on every single Blade Dance, isn't that good? No, it's really not. It's really not good. Like, this card is so bad that, honestly, I'm glad, because if Azir Irelia support is bad, that sounds good to me. I think realistically, Azir Irelia would literally never run this. The only time that you would even consider running this card is if you're taking Irelia out of Shurima. And if you're doing that, like, you're already shooting yourself in the foot, just don't, you know? Just don't. Just don't. People will play Azir Irelia with it. You're okay with that? I think it's unlikely anyone plays this. Nobody plays... Guys, do you know what's better than this? Desert's Wrath. Desert's Wrath is unironically much, much, much better than this card, and nobody plays this card, right? Yo, Bumba, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, bud. But yeah, no, I just... It's... This card's terrible. The card is so terrible. What's up, Cam? We haven't gotten to your card yet, but we will. Reminder, everyone thought Defiant Dance was trash too. True, but Defiant Dance recalls a card and is tempo, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think most people didn't realize Defiant Dance could be thrown at opponents' units. I think most people thought Defiant Dance could be thrown at... would only be thrown at your own units. But yeah. Next card. The Winding Light. 7 mana, 6/5 Overwhelm. Nightfall, give other allies +2/+1 and overwhelm this round. Whew. This card is hot, dude. I think this card might be fucking broken. I think this card might be fucking broken. This is like an I end the game right here. It's what pack mentality? It's pack mentality on a unit, which is insane. Or just like the Scourge that's main deckable. Like, okay. So issues with this cards. It's a 7-mana Nightfall. It's a 7-mana Nightfall, meaning that you have to somehow figure out a way to proc it. So you're holding on to like a Dust Petal Dust or something like that. It could be a little bit awkward in some situations. That said, I think this card's good. I think this card is like kind of really good. You could play it in like Aphelios Zoe as like a 1-of, or Aphelios Diana. Probably Aphelios Diana. Like that mid-range atrocity deck as like a 1-of to just end games. You could play it in Nightfall as just like a game ender. Like, this is a good card. I really think this is a good card. Leona, you could play it in Leona if you wanted to. But yeah. Aphelios PNZ. Hello? Maybe. I think you trade down board a lot in Aphelios PNZ. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. Play it on turn 5 with 2 Dust Petal Dusts, right? You could play it on turn 4 with 3 Dust Petal Dusts. You could play this card on turn 4, chat. Oh my god, it's the Turbo Winding Light. Yeah, no, you can cheat it out early. You can cheat it out early. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's an indirect buff to Heavens Aligned. It's cute that you act like you can hit anything off of Heavens Aligned other than the fucking, like, 2/5 that buffs itself. Like, come on. We know that that card doesn't actually have a pool to hit. It's just the 2/5. Dusk Rider. All right. Chamber of Renewal. 3-mana landmark. When you summon a champion, destroy me to grant it +2/+1 and spell shield. So this card does cool things with Xerath and with Talia, right? Like, when you play this out, you play this unit out, or this landmark out, and then you play out Xerath. It destroys instantly, which means you get a Xerath proc, and then he gets a spell shield, which is cool. But the thing is that, like, your turn 3 did literally nothing, right? Like, this is so bad on tempo that it's hard to see this actually be a good deck, a good card. Play with Fiora. Play with Fiora? I'm gonna say no. Ziggs is cool with this. I don't know, like, stats don't matter on Ziggs though, right? So it's literally just like you get a landmark proc in spell shield, which is cool, but again, it's really bad tempo. It's like really bad tempo. Talia copying it and like getting 2 procs of it is like kind of cool. Playing Devout on 3, I don't know about you. Yeah, exactly. Stats matter for Absolver? Yeah, like there's some situations where it can matter. I don't know. I think that, like, the card's cool and it's potentially okay. Oh, just kidding, guys. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I made the mistake. I made the mistake of thinking that this card might be good. But then I saw the dreaded purple gem. Guys, the purple gem gives it away. This card's gonna be bad. This card's actually just gonna be fucking unplayable. Riot let us know ahead of time. Oh, you hate to see it. Telescope? You could hit it off of Telescope? But yeah, no, I don't know. It's an interesting card. It's a really interesting card. We'll have to see on it. Revna, the Lore Keeper. 6-mana 2/2. When I'm summoned, grant units in your deck my stats, then draw a unit with 5+ power. Okay, so on turn 6, this is basically a Cosmic Inspiration for your deck, which is cool. Issue with this card, it doesn't buff your units that are already on board, right? So it's already like much worse than Cosmic Inspiration. I think that the idea of this is that you will end up like, hand buffing it with like Omen Hawk or like Avaros and Outrider. And then like, you play it out and it's sharing like a ton of stats. And it draws you a card, right? Like, if there is a redeeming quality to this card, it's that it does draw you a card. But I don't know. I don't know if this is good. I feel like it's probably not. It curves with a +8/+8. Yeah, Destiny's Call. If you Destiny's Call at turn 5 into Revna on turn 6, oh my god. It's so good. Purple gem. Oh god. Wait, guys, it has a purple gem. It might be bad. I don't know. I think this card's really funny, but it's slow. It's really slow. So I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this card being good. Gert that Noxus card earlier. Oh, the one that buffs everywhere? Not really, because it would still, like... it'd be, like, the same thing, right? It's eating the buff anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Not super impressive with this card. I don't have high hopes for it. We'll see. Is putting the unit into play, so it's not like it's doing nothing. Yeah, it's a 6-mana 2/2, though, right? It's a 6-mana 2/2. Which, it draws you a card. Yeah, Alexander, thanks for the follow. It's, it's a 6-mana doggo. That, like, eventually gives you more value. I don't know. It might be okay. I don't have high hopes, though. Okay. Captive Greyback. 4-mana 2/3 Overwhelm. Attack, I deal 3 damage to my blocker. If it's dead or gone, I deal 3 damage to the enemy Nexus instead. I think this card kind of good, honestly. Kind of good. Because, like, blocking it's going to be really hard. Like, if you've ever tried to block MF or ever tried to block Ziggs, you know that dealing damage to your blocker is valuable. And, like, 3 is a lot. So, if you want to, like, block this, you have to have 4 health. It pushes damage. I think it's, like, a cool card. I think it's a pretty cool card. What deck would you put this in? None, you think? I mean, just like Darius Nar, right? Like, you just put it in Overwhelm. And, like, if it doesn't get blocked, it deals 5 to the enemy Nexus. It's just forcing your opponent to give you a unit every single turn, and it's still dealing damage. I think this card's good. I think this card's probably good. Just discount Talia? Yeah, I mean, it's turn 4 main deckable. Non-champion Talia. It's a 5/3? It's not really a 5/3, though, right? It's like kind of a 5/3. It's like a fake 5/3. You don't think it deals damage to Nexus if unblocked? That's true, Fake Hero. But, I mean, it still has Overwhelm, right? It still has Overwhelm. You don't know where to find it? Imtug's linked it to me. But it's right there. But yeah, no, I think this card's pretty solid. I think this card's, like, definitely pretty solid. I like it. I think it'll see play. 3 HP line. I mean, 3 HP for something that can't be blocked isn't that bad. 5/3 Quicker Lack Overwhelm? Kind of? Kind of, maybe? Kind of. It should deal 3 anyway. It's worded the same as Talia. I don't think it deals 3 anyway, because Talia has multiple rocks, right? Talia has multiple rocks, and that's why she deals excess damage to the enemy Nexus. That's why, like, if you block Talia with something that has 1 health versus 2 health, it does the exact same damage, right? As opposed to, like, 2 health versus 3 health blocks 1 extra rock and, like, saves your Nexus extra health, right? So I think that it's only dealing... this damage right here, it's going to the enemy Nexus. There's no way. There's no way that it pings both. There's no way this is Ziggs. It's not actually Ziggs, right? It's not Ziggs with Overwhelm. If it was Ziggs with Overwhelm, that would be fucking insane. That would be actually insane. Unblock Talia does 6, though? Yeah, and unblock this does 5. Like, it does this 3, right? But yeah. No, I don't know what the argument is. I literally don't know what the argument is. If you block it, it doesn't deal damage to the Nexus except for with its Overwhelm. Right? Like, it's... I think... It says instead, guys. It says instead. So, like, or gone. Gone means, like, if you stun it. If you stun its blocker out of the way, then its 3 damage goes to Nexus instead. I think... Yeah, I don't know what the argument is. I genuinely don't know what the argument is. But yeah. I think the card's pretty solid. I think it's solid. The Stage Hand. 2 mana, 4/4 with Ephemeral, play, stun an enemy. This card's broken as fuck. This card is insanely broken, I think. I think it's really insane. Like, just the amount of tempo that you get from this card, it's like, I don't know. It's like if Guile gave you a 4/4. Like, I don't know. I think this card's going to be really good. I think it's going to push, like, a ton of damage in some random, like, Tempo Ionia card. 2-mana Sentry. Yeah, it's 2-mana Sentry that has 4 attack. Like it's 100% going to just be a, like, some kind of Tempo Ionia deck that just doesn't care about it being ephemeral because it got to push the damage. God, can you imagine playing against 2 of this card? Guys. If they have 2 of this card on, like, turn 4, they summon it out, it stuns one of your blockers, they summon it out again, it stuns one of your blockers, dude. It's so fucking insane. It's so insane. I think this card's broken. I think this card's gonna be so good. Deathmark synergy? Yeah, then you're running bad cards like Deathmark. Like, don't do that. But yeah. I think this is a really good card. Pulls up turn 7, plays 2 of these in a Sentry. What do you do? Yeah, I don't know. I think this card's so fucking broken. Actually so insane. And, like, at absolute worst, it completely shuts down your opponent's attack. This is also an insane development punisher, right? Because you stun an attacker, so you're taking instantly less damage, and they don't want to swing into your ephemeral, because if they swing into your ephemeral, then, like, you know, they're losing value on board. This card's broken. I think this card's fucking broken. I guarantee it. I actually guarantee it. Dragon, 8 mana, 7/7, Protective Brood Father with Fury. Attack, draw a unit. If it's a dragon, summon it attacking. Whoo! God damn. That's a cool fucking card. I don't know if this card is good. But it has some insane high roll potential. Like, this bringing out Aesol is really nuts. Even bringing out, like, Shyvana is nuts. Any dragon, I don't know, you get a free unit on attack. What if it draws itself? I don't think it chains. There's no way in hell that it chains. If it chains off of itself and, like, you get, you know, like, 3 Broodfathers and another unit, there's no fucking way. No way. But, like, even at worst, it draws a card, right? Oh, I don't know. You could there's even, like, weird things you could do with, like, trying to cheat this out early by playing the 3-mana card. It has to be able to chain. I don't think it does. I don't think it chains. Because, like, this attack thing is, like, on attack. It's usually on, like, committing the attack, right? I don't think that a unit that gets pulled out after that would be able to do that. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it works. But if it did, it would be fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't think. Thresh Release Chains? Does it? I don't think it does. Still makes a 1/1? Does it actually? There's no way. No. I refuse to believe that this card actually chains. If this card chains, oh my god. No. There's no fucking way. Stop it. No, I refuse to believe it. What if it draws Aesol? Then it summons Aesol. If this fucking chains, that would be so ridiculous. Actually, so ridiculous. Even if it chains, it's still bad. No, if it chains and it, like, Elducks itself, oh my god, you could, like, literally instantly win the game. No fucking way. Actually, there's no way. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Card's funny though, and I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. Kinku's Call. 4 mana, slow speed. Summon a Keeper of Masks now or at the next round start. Draw 1. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Keeper of Masks is the 2 mana card. 2 mana, 2/3. When I'm summoned, give other allies +1/+0 this round. So what this is being used for is you can set up an open attack, right? You can set up an open attack with this card where, it'll summon out the 2/3, it buffs up your entire board, and then you get to open. And it draws 1. Is this card good? I think it's probably not good. I think it's probably not good, but it's cute. It like maybe people can play it in like a weird elusives deck. I don't know. 2 mana, draw 1, good in this game. People try and cut Time Trick from every deck that it's played in, so I'm gonna say not usually. I mean, like Key Guardian is 2 mana, draw 1 with upside, and that's unplayable, right? There's a lot of 2 mana, draw 1s in this game that are just bad. I don't know. It's cute, but I don't think it's good. I think it's probably no, it's not good. Now the actual cringe. The actual cringe. 2 mana, 2/2, Harbinger of Thralls. Play, summon a Frozen Thrall, or advance all your Frozen Thralls 1 round. This is ultra fucking cringe. This makes Thralls so much more consistent than it has Eddie right to actually be. Getting the MR attorney? I'm doing this right now. Can I still join it? I don't know. I might join it. But yeah, no, I think this is actually just disgusting. Genuinely disgusting. Thralls have the board space for this, so it doesn't matter because you're playing it on like you're mulling for this, your main deck, Frozen Thrall, and Lysandra. This is just giving you more hits to have an early Thrall on like turn 1, 2, 3. And then even if you draw it late game and you don't have board space, it doesn't matter because it ticks down all of your Thralls anyway. I think this card's insane. I think it's so insane. We stop running the stupid freeze landmark maker? Yeah, we run fucking Succumb to the Cold. Right? And like there are multiple game states where like on turn 3 you have token and you'll just play out Succumb the Cold on no target just to get a Frozen Thrall. Like this is infinitely better than that. I think this card's broken. I don't think it's okay. I do not think that this card is okay. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see on it. We'll see on it. But I don't know. I think it's pretty disgusting. I think it's pretty not okay. How many people are signed up in Tusk, by the way? You actually run Quicksand now? Jesus. Yeah. Let's just control what turn we pop out so well. Yeah, I don't know. I think this card's broken. 3 mana, 3/2. The Maker. Ionia unit, play, recall a unit with less power than me. I think this card's really cool. Is this card good? It might be. So like what I'm seeing with this card is like this card can recall your own units for like RE support, which is like cool. But I think more importantly, if you use this just purely for tempo, like imagine a situation where your opponent plays out, their 3-drop. They play out their Aphelios or something, and then you just bounce it. Like it's just pure tempo. Because you get to get a unit out and your opponent loses a unit. Can you Mystic it to fizzle? Yes. So that's the thing. It's very interactable. You can kill it. You can frostbite it. You can troll chant it. It's very interactable, and that's cool. But I think this card's good. I think this card's like really good. Attack chains work. Attack chains work. Stop it, Siva. Stop it. No, no way. No way. How are you balancing MF of Phalios? Exactly. Oh, wait, it's less power. Well, you obviously hand buff him, right? You obviously hand buff at him, Tux. Like, come on, bro. What do you think, what do you think this card exists for? Or, what's the 3-1? I've never seen the 3-1 actually be played. Greenglade Elder! Yo, Greenglade Elder's so good! We can... no, I think this card will be solid. Maybe it's less good than I thought it was. Okay, it's probably not like a tier 1 card anymore. Like less attacks. Less attack means, yeah, it's probably not as good as I was thinking. I don't know. I don't think it's bad though. Like, I don't know. You're probably using it a lot of times to just like bounce your own droplet. We'll see. Destiny's Call, Recall, Aurelian Soul, Poggers? True. Is Inspiring Mentor bad? It's not like that bad. Ten with the Lore Keeper. Oh my god, you're right. You can buffer with Lore Keeper. Oh, okay. Jin, though. Jin. Origin the Virtuoso. So I assume that this is like kind of like a token that you just get because you have Jin in your deck, right? Like I assume that it's similar to like to Zoe's level up, where you know like your Nexus just like gains this ability. That would be my assumption. That would be my assumption. The Virtuoso. If a Jin started in your deck, for every 3 fast spells, slow spells, or skills you play while you behold Jin, play Lotus Trap. You may put any follower that has a skill into your deck during deck building. What the fuck is Lotus Trap? Okay, Lotus Trap. Deal 1 to the enemy Nexus. If Jin is in play, stun the weakest enemy. Okay, so what happens then is that if you attack with like Crackshot Corsair and like the 2-1 and they amount to like your 3rd spell, then it stuns your opponent's unit and it deals damage. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it's good. It's a trap in the deck. Play Lotus Trap. What do you mean? I don't think it's a trap. It's a skill. It goes on the stack. It goes on the stack, buddy. Origin means it starts with the origin of your deck, aka deck build. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I don't know if this card's good, but it's definitely interesting. It's definitely really interesting. If you attack with Jin, you deal 2 to the damage? Deal 2 to the unit? Yeah, because it says deal 2 to all stunned enemies, right? So the idea would be that you try and proc the stun before you attack, and then you attack, and he'll, like, shoot the thing he stunned. I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It is worth noting. He's a 4-mana 4/4, no keywords, which means actually attacking with him is very committal, and he will oftentimes die, right? Like this is like, I don't know, what's another 4-mana 4/4 without quick attack? It's like Renekton. It's like attack with Renekton. Jin plus Kennen? Maybe. I could see that. It sounds funny. Definitely sounds funny. Behold means your opponent will know if you have a Jin in hand. True. But they already do that with Gnar, right? And for some reason, that's been okay. Would Riptide Rex progress his level up condition by 7? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. I don't know. It's interesting. It's hard to say, like, how much 12 is. It's hard to say how much you'll be able to control this. But I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. You can proc the stun and join damage at the same time. So I think the thing is that this does go on the stack. It says skill, so it goes on the stack. And because it goes on the stack, you would want to proc it before the attack. Because otherwise they could still block with it, right? They could still block with it. No Jin Shell, fuck. Alright. his spell, though. Jin's Dancing Grenade. Deal 1 to a unit. Create a second bounce in hand at the next round start. Which is 0 mana, slow speed, fleeting. Deal 4 to a unit. So it's 4 mana, deal 1, and then on the next turn, you get a deal 4. Right? Is it just on a skill? Yeah, so it's this right here. When they play 3 fast, slow, or like when you hit your 3rd fast, slow, or skill, right? I don't know. So like you have to wait a turn to proc it, right? Is this main deckable? Yes, it's main deckable. So many cards with skills can be put in it? Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we don't know what Rise would be or if Rise is going to be in it, but yeah, the origin is just because he's a Runeterra champion. You want of Jin just to get to play skill followers from all regions? Yes, but you only get one of the region other than like Jin. Yo, Morites, thanks for the follow, but yeah, almost certainly. Free bonus, even if Jin is not in play. So it says this right here. You play while you behold Jin, play Lotus Trap. So no, like this second half, absolutely, but that's just like in deck building, right? But this thing that actually pops up and like goes on the stack is like a part of Jin, right? Like Jin has to be beheld on the field. Yo, SKTT1 Menem, thanks for the follow. Okay, so it's Dancing Grenade. I don't know. So like you ping 1, and then the next turn you get like a free deal 4. It's okay, maybe. Yo, Bone Stealer, thanks for the follow. It's okay, maybe. I don't know. Isn't Behold in hand too? Yes, it is. It's on Twitter. Bren, do you have a link? Link me? Could be good with Daybreak package? Maybe, because you get stuns, right? I don't know. Works well with your tempo and stun gameplay? Yeah, I don't think it's a bad card. But it is pretty high committal in terms of mana. Separately strong attacks with this? Yeah. I mean, Imtux, or not Imtux, I was going to say, Jin is developing into, like, most of his attacks, right? It's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. And then when he levels up, he's still a 4 mana 4/4, but he has quick attack. And on attack, he deals 4 to all stunned enemies and the enemy nexus. So he decimates the enemy nexus and deals 4 to everything stunned. He flocks everything stunned. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. I mean, just decimating on attack is like good enough, but also you just kill their entire board. Because assumedly you're stunning like a ton of their backline. I think this card's pretty good. I think that this card definitely could be pretty good. I think it just depends on like this right here. 12 plus fast spells, slow spells, or skills. I think it'll be really interesting to tell like how quickly we actually fill that up with stuff like skills. That's something that I think it'll be really hard to tell without actually playing him. But I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited. This is stun stuff when he levels? No, it's the same thing, right? See, like right here it says deal 2 to all stunned units. Now it says deal 4 to all stunned units. So he doesn't lose anything. Like, and this is always there. Cannon levels him hella fast, potentially. What is Lotus Trap? It's this thing that goes on the stack. Does deal 1 to the enemy nexus, and if Jin is in place, stun the weakest enemy. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be really interesting. I think Jin's cool. I think Jin's really cool, and like the deck building around him will be really interesting. He's probably going to be really strong though, because like he's just gonna get slammed into some like burn deck, and you know him coming down and just like decimating people is gonna be really fucking good. Like I don't know, everyone's gonna like try to like build like this control Jin. You know, what if I like stun up their entire board and then I get to like get free damage on all their stunned units? That has to be so good. But like realistically, I think that you're literally just like throwing a bunch of burn in. I think it's just a ton of burn, and it's like, yeah, my homie fucking decimates you. Like, I don't think you actually care. Are you getting more neutral champs or Jin only? I think we're getting at least one more. Beautiful card design in the entirety of the game, especially if we play at the league. He's super cool. Is Temple aggro them? Yeah, no, I think this is an aggro deck. Are Jin decks one region and then all cards with skills? Yes. You choose one region and then you choose Jin. And Jin's region lets you pick anything with a skill on it, right? Jin's an aggro champion? Yeah, Jin is an aggro champion. Jin is an aggro champion. And he's neutral? No idea. Probably not. She's probably Noxus. Definitely going to be PNZ. Going to be, like, paired with PNZ? No idea. No idea. Malphite stunned the Jin attack? But yeah, no. You can't pick two regions? No. Jin is one of your regions. If you want to play Jin, Jin is literally one of your regions. Doom Beast with Noxus? Poggers? Anyway. Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. Just quick recap. Let's go ahead and head back up to the top. Mega Tusk is alright. Like, I don't know. You won't be upset to see it, especially if you generate it, but, like, it's fine. I think Song Spinner is a really scary card, and I think that's a really cool Shelf Folk support. Harrowing Return, probably a bad card. Legion Deserter's really interesting. I don't know if he'll be good or not, but definitely really interesting. Blood in the Water, I think, is going to be a nuts card. Again, ignore Lurk on it. This is just a Bilgewater Rally that goes face, which I think is really cool. He plays spells. It says skills, so I don't think so. Allow you to splash champs with skills? Potentially. No idea. Hunting Boar. I think this card's probably bad. Lord Broadmane is probably also bad, but it's a cool card. Storm of Blades. This card's really fucking bad. Isn't Blood in the Water also good in Lurk? Yeah, probably. But, like, people are going to get, like, caught up on the Lurk part of this and be like, oh, I can only run it in Lurk. And they're going to look at it as, like, Lurk support. And it's like, yeah, it kind of is Lurk support. But, nah, this is... I don't... This isn't just a Lurk card, right? This isn't just a Lurk card. Oh, it says just followers? Okay, dope. Yeah, no, I think this card is really terrible. Genuinely terrible. Winding Light. I think this card's really good. I'm excited for this card. This card's potentially going to be really fucking broken. Maybe okay. I don't know. We'll see. Revna. Maybe okay. Really slow, though. Really slow. Much better than Plunder and Lurk, probably. Captive Greyback. I think this card's really cool. And I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like this card's going to be really good. Stagehand is broken. Like, actually fucking broken card. This is going to be insane. Protective Broodfather, if it chains, there's going to be some insane meme decks day one. I don't know if it's actually good, but it's funny. It's really funny. Kiku's Call is probably bad. Harbinger is broken. The Makers may be okay. And then Jin is really cool. Jin is really cool. He'll probably just end up being a burn champion, but yeah, it should be cool. Anyway, this should be going out on YouTube here shortly, so appreciate you all, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. We'll be streaming for the rest of the day, probably just doing, like, testing for seasonals. But yeah, there we go.